All right, we are live. Somebody tag everybody in the chat while I get everything situated. Tag everybody in the chat. Tag everybody in the chat. My glasses at, bro. Yo, let's get everybody in here. It's a lot of work. And I really hope. What is on my screen, dog? Have kids, they said. All right. I really hope this works out. Because I kind of did it fast. So I hope ChatGPT doesn't screw this up. I hope this works out. All right, we got 9 people in here. We're going to go ahead and get started. So, media assets. We won't put anything on there. We do need to share screen, though. Move this over there. Share screen, entire screen over there, share. Okay, so that is up. I don't know if y'all can read it, but hopefully y'all can. As long as folks game's not locked. But see, the thing is like, so I did it week 0, weeks 1, and week 2, and then I skipped to week 5. So 3 and 4 could be bye weeks or CPU matchups. So as long as everybody has at least 5, 6, 7 user games, we should be good. Some are gonna have more than others. Like I know Willie I think Willie plays 1 person in conference, if I'm not mistaken. So he's only gonna have 5 user games in total. So all right. So let me pull up my Discord because I sent Brandon the prompts. Let me go copy and paste them. All right, so here is week 0s. I really hope this doesn't fuck up, bro. All right, so all right, as you guys can see, this is the prompts. So we have week 0. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Y'all can see now. I zoomed in. All right, we have week 0, create matchups for all these teams below. Do not match up teams from the same conference. So the 2 teams that I put to not have games in week 0 is Tulsa and JMU. JMU is out of town, and Tulsa, his ass be working firefighter shifts. He won't be available. So I just give it, I'm going to give him a damn week 0 bye. I had to give someone else a bye with Bryce. So I gave him the bye. Unless someone else wants to come out right now and say they want to have a bye in week 0, then I'll change it. But as of right now, it's going to be Tulsa and JMU. So we got 6 members of the American. This is hard to scroll on here. 7 members from the Pac-12, 2 from the Sun Belt, 4 from Conference USA, 4 from the MAC, 4 from the Mountain West, and then 1. So what's going to happen? You guys can see it live. This is a brand new ChatGPT account. How do I look at? There's no history on here. I can't see history. But so I ain't would it help to add any more week 0 buys? I don't know, to be honest. I don't think so. Like I don't think it matters because everybody. Let me zoom in. Everybody had the opportunity to do it. My goal is to make sure at least everybody has 3 out of conference user games. Yes, 4 in the MAC. Miami, Ohio is now in the MAC. I don't want to add Sterling. I want it to be an even number in the week 0. But the reason why I just want to make sure everybody has at least 3 user games. So if you have at least 3 user games at a conference, we're good. And then the 4th one will just be the CPU, the same way I did last time. If you can get a CPU, you'll get a CPU, the same way we did last time. So yeah, as you guys can see, Westside, Fred, anybody else who, you know, the chat GPT was fishy, whatever you want to say. I did it live though on my phone. I did it live, but this now you guys is right here, bro. It's right here, dog. So here we go. I'm going to zoom in one more time so you guys can see even better. Oh, it doesn't even zoom in anymore. It just makes it smaller. All right. So this is going to be the matchups for week 0. And I'm going to write them down as we go. Only shitty part is I hope it doesn't just throw them all at once because I want to reveal them slowly. Matter of fact. So what I'm going to do, you guys see the prompt. I'm going to move the screen down and I'm going to hit send because I want to see how it's going to put how it's going to put it up. If they all just pop up, I'm going to put it right back on the screen immediately. If it shows only one, then I'm going to put the screen back up so I can drag it slowly. So I want it to be kind of suspenseful. I don't want to just press it and they all pop up and now everybody's just looking for their own game. So as you guys can see, I haven't pressed send yet. I'm going to move it down. Hold on. I'm going to move it off the screen and I'm going to hit send so that way I can see how it's going to come up. So I removed it. Send. It's loading. Okay, so I can only all right, so I'm going to put it right back up. I can only like show a few of them. I mean, it is what it is, but oh, this is so stupid. Okay, so it is back up. Now, obviously, we can't see anything past this, but it essentially, do you guys want to keep doing this or do you want me to redo it and make it to where its conferences are all over the place? Because right now it's just matching up American versus Pac-12, and I'm assuming it did it all the way down through. So can y'all, Brandon, matter of fact, I'm not even going to ask the whole league. Brandon and Sterling, do y'all want me to just use what's on here now? Obviously, I've only seen 5 matchups. Well, 6 with Memphis and Texas State at the bottom. I've only seen a couple matchups. Do you want me to use this or do you want me to go back into the prompt and say randomize all the conferences? Because if I do it this way, it's just going to be conference battles, is what it looks like to me. So let me know what y'all want me to do. And as you can see, I can't scroll up anymore. I'm not going to scroll down and ruin any more of the matchups, but let me know if y'all want to do that. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be to where it's all the American teams versus all the Pac-12 teams, all the Conference USA team against all the Sun Belt teams, all the MAC versus all the Mountain West. I don't like that. To me, that's corny. So let me know. But I rather it kind of be mix and match. I need Brandon to say something. I'm going to hit new chat for now. Mix and match. Okay, everybody's saying mix and match. Well, 3 people said mix and match, and we have 14 people and nobody else is talking. I like mix and match, even though my opinion doesn't matter. No, I mean, prompt got to be create random matchup within all conferences. Okay, so create random matchups for all these teams below. Create random matchup within all conferences. All right, bro, Willie, you finna piss me off, bro. All right, so we're gonna try this again. Again, you guys see the recent. I've only done that one. I've only done the one. So I'm gonna again pull it down and then move it right back up. All right, here we go. Remove, send. Okay, now it did it. Okay, now it did it. So I'm put it back up. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think we got to redo it again before we even, because I'm playing Boise State again. Unless y'all are okay with that, let me know. This, what you mean? Pull the rig one back up? It's right here. So let me know if y'all are cool with are y'all cool with having multiple like of the same people? Because if you're not, then I'll do it again. We good with it? Okay, cool. Well, Brandon Sterling, are y'all cool with that? Are y'all cool with the matchups still happening again? All right, cool. He's cool with it. Perfect. Okay, so matchup 1, South Carolina versus Boise State. Matchup 2, Kansas versus ECU. I mean, I really hope there's not a bunch of repeats, because if we see a bunch of repeats, that's stupid. Then I'm just going to stop this whole thing and we'll just go to wheel spin, to be honest. Rutgers versus Memphis. Washington State versus FIU. All right, now we're going to go slow. Oregon State versus North Texas. Texas State versus Toledo. Please let me know if there are duplicates. SDSU versus South Alabama. That's not a duplicate. Yeah, that's not a duplicate because he just got in here. I hope he didn't play Leo last time. Fresno State versus Sam Houston. Did he play Shane last year? Please let me know in the chat, y'all, because I don't remember. Utah State versus Ohio. USF versus Air Force. Tulane versus Wyoming. Did he play Trill? Pretty sure he played Trill. We played last year. I don't know if that's going to matter. Y'all played in... Oh, y'all did play last year. So it was all duplicates, bro. This is stupid. Whatever. Rice versus Miami. I'm going to be honest. I don't like the fact that everybody's playing the same people. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, bro. Delaware played Eastern Michigan. I don't remember if La Tech beat LV, but it's like, this is corny to me. This is corny. The only thing I can do, yeah, see, and Sterling's playing Fred again. They already played. So of the 15 matchups we have South Carolina Boise, who played. You have USF Air Force, Tulane, Wyoming, Delaware, Eastern Michigan, Western Kentucky, New Mexico. One third. I'm not scared of weeks, bro. It doesn't matter. 1/3 of the games are repeats. I feel like we should just do the wheel. Westside is so late, bro. But the only problem with doing the wheel is it's hard to match up conferences. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say randomize it again. Yeah, you can't bring back the meal. Yeah, I know you can't with the math. You can't do it. I'm just going to put randomize again. Is everybody cool with me pressing randomize again? Please put a thumbs up in the chat if you're cool with me randomizing again. Like I said, 5 of the 15 matchups are duplicates, and there might be more because I don't know if some of these people played each other or not. I don't know if La Tech and UNLV played. I don't remember. I don't remember if Texas State and Toledo played either. Yes, yes, no, yes, yes. Pelf, why do you say no? You're the only no in here. So why do you say no? What's the reasoning? It feels kind of weird being on here by myself. Because he got Shane. Does he? Oh, is it because you have Shane? Is that why? No, I'm cool with redoing it. I just think it makes sense. Now, if I press randomize and we get 5 more, I just don't understand how we got so many duplicates. Part of me thinks as something to do with the team caliber, because me and Boise State were the first one that was on there last time. It's hard to say randomize the duplicates because the duplicates are all from different conferences. So if I were to go in and say randomize the duplicates, it may not match up. Because I'm from my own conference for one, and then you have the Pac-12, you have Conference USA, Mountain West, Conference USA, MAC, American, Mountain West. Okay, let's say you can pace those games. Let's see if that works. Frick. See, I don't understand. He said invite me. Let's see what he has to say about it. It was different teams, though. Hold on. He's in here. Hold on. You're muted, bro.
Yo.
What's up?
You're so whenever you're making the sheet, because I'm looking, because you sent me a DM to kind of give your prop going. You gotta put all the teams in. You gotta tell it to create different matchups. With the reason why you're getting duplicates is because conferences are limited to certain teams. Like, even though me and Trill played last year, it's because he doesn't have. There's not that many matchups you can give with, like, certain conferences have to play each other, because if they don't match them up, then other people get left with a CPU game, because that's just the math. That's why I said you can't do the wheel without knowing the math.
So then how do you want to do this?
You just got to randomize it again. Just say, hey, fucking create different randomized matchups. But leave that sheet on there and tell it to create matchups again, and don't duplicate the matchups that it just gave you.
So, okay, so do you want to do what Westside's doing and only get rid of the duplicates, or do you want me to do all of them?
How do you know it's duplicates? It's the ChatGPT don't know those are duplicates from last year because it's a new slot.
He's saying use the ones on here that I know for a fact they haven't played yet. Like Washington State and FIU haven't played, so he's saying his game shouldn't be changed.
So take them off and then just basically what he's saying is take them off and basically just keep spinning the wheel over and over, essentially, to get rid of all the duplicates.
Now, because the only problem I have with that is if I go in and I say, if I just leave these and I just grab the teams that are not on there, then I have to go in and type out all those teams with their conferences and say, give new games. Does that make sense?
Say that again.
Like if I use there's only 5 games on here that are duplicates that I know of. So 10 teams. So I would have to go retype those 10 teams and their conferences, and then just hit spin and say, give me new matchups for all those.
I mean, the thing is you're basically taking off. The reason why I don't agree with the West Side's idea is because you're taking off teams that other people hasn't got a chance to play, regardless they're duplicates or not. So let's say you take off 10 matchups off the list. Now you're essentially giving more and more chances for people to match up just because there's less teams there.
Yeah, I agree with that because then, so essentially that
It's
gives
like we're going down a
because
list and like, oh, they played, you can take them off, and now it's like, okay, the last two fucking teams remaining is fucking Steven and Felf.
yeah, so that's the only thing that I don't like too. I mean, you make a good point because okay, so for example, USF and Air Force, they haven't played.
No, they played. So I
I'm
played
sorry, they played.
Trill.
I meant to say they played. So
Too
they're
many
in the same
matchups. My
grouping.
problem is I don't care if I'm playing Trill. My problem is I see week one duplicates. Like the same people that played last year in week 0 are playing in week 0 again. Like Air
Yeah.
Force and USF.
Yeah, I think it's the week
Like
zero
that's just
thing.
duplicates.
But I also think 5 out of 15 is a lot of fucking duplicates, bro.
Well, no doubt. You got to just keep your prompt up there.
Mm-hmm.
Say create random matchups and do not use the same matchups as you just used above. Like if you want to say don't duplicate the matchups that you just gave me, then cool. It shouldn't, like, you won't see you versus Boise because it won't duplicate the matchups that it just gave you.
Yeah, Sterling, all of these games were pretty much week 0. All right, I'm gonna lower it for a
God
second.
damn, bro, this TV's pissing me off.
All right, I just pressed enter again. Okay. Oh, Brandon Morgan. See you week 0, buddy.
Well, you can have the force win. I'm not dealing with it. I mean, I can barely deal with weeks. You see, I'm fucking looking at a damn TV, my face in it.
Berto, but you don't understand. It goes with conferences too. It's not just throw the teams on there because if it matches Tulane up with somebody in the American, then I have to redo it again. That's why it's like it's not just easy as just throw the names on there. It's not Madden, bro. Anyways, it gave us 15 new ones, so it doesn't matter. It gave us 15 new ones. All right, week 0, South Carolina, Tulane.
Fuck, I just missed the field goal again. God damn it, dude.
Kansas versus Oregon State. Rutgers versus Air Force. Boise State versus Rice.
I'm about to lose the weeks. I just blew this game. It's crazy.
Washington State versus Miami, Ohio. Texas State versus Western Kentucky.
Why is he going for a
SDSU
two?
versus ECU. What's up?
Talking to myself. He just went for a 2 and he just needed a field goal.
Fresno State versus La Tech. Utah State versus Delaware. USF versus Ohio. North Texas versus Wyoming. Memphis versus UNLV. South Alabama versus Eastern Michigan.
All right.
Sam Houston versus Toledo. FIU versus New Mexico. Can anybody verify if any of these games were played last cycle? And if they were, I know none of them were played in week 0.
So that's fine then.
And hopefully it's not more than 5. If it's 1 or 2, cool. I just don't want it to be 4, 5, 6, 7 times these people have played. There's 32 people in here. We shouldn't be playing the same people in back-to-back seasons this early. Please let me know.
Oh my god, bro.
Those were new games. Hopefully they're new games. Every team is used exactly one. There's some solid matchups in here too. 15. North Texas versus Wyoming, but not week 0. I played him week 1 or 2. Okay. Any more besides Trill and Fredo? If that's the only one, then I'm cool with it. Because if that's the case, that means there's 14 new games, 14 new opponents for everybody. All right, so that one is done. All right, let me grab week 2s. I'm sorry, week 1s, not week 2s. Shame your ass ain't nowhere to be found, bro. It wasn't as easy to do that. Bro. Maybe you watching back or something. I don't know. You must be watching back. All right. Here's week 1. What did I say? Create randomized. I'm gonna say completely randomized matchups.
Completely randomize the matchups again and do not create duplicates.
He said, Berto said, I played a JMU week 1, FYI.
He did. But
so we have 2. Rice is playing Boise State. What is he talking about?
Rice shouldn't have a game.
Yeah, what is he talking about? Berto, what are you talking about, bro?
Come on.
You have Boise State.
Come on.
I don't know what Berto's talking about. Bryce had a bye. I'm telling you in advance. Oh, I got you. All right, create completely randomized matchups for all these teams below. Do not match up teams from the same conference. Do not have any duplicates from above. All right, I'm lowering this down again. Hit and send. All right. Well, I'm able to hide a little bit more this time too. All right, South Carolina versus Washington State.
Anybody can beat me right goddamn now, bro. This fucking shit.
Kansas versus USF. Zach versus Dane, huh? Rutgers versus South Alabama. Boise State versus Ohio. I'm trying to look at the chat too, but at the same time. Texas State versus Memphis.
Even Memphis can beat my ass right goddamn now. Weeks must be drunk too.
SDSU versus Delaware. Fresno State JMU.
Come on, Bama.
Utah State versus Tulsa.
Come on, Bama.
ECU versus UNLV. Tulane versus Eastern Michigan. North Texas versus Sam Houston.
Come on, Bama.
Rice versus Miami.
He's got to go to the end zone.
La Tech versus Toledo.
He's got to go to the end zone. Oh.
Okay, and then so Western Kentucky and FIU are fucked here because they're in the same conference.
What happened?
I don't know why it did that, but it says Western Kentucky and FIU are in the same conference.
Yeah.
So
Weeks had a wide open fucking player, dude. Oh.
So I'm trying to think, how can we do this?
If they had
So all we can do
duplicates, just give them the CPU. Who
just
is
give him
it?
CPU. It's Fred and Westside.
Yeah, I mean, just give them CPU. I guess I don't know.
Give one a buy.
Did you tell them not to
Yeah, which is weird because I don't. Sterling said I'm in a bye week. Nah, you guys have conference games that week, I believe. Yeah, you have a conference game that week, bro. Switch me and La Tech because we played. So I mean, the only thing we could do. Where's Brandon at?
come back in there telling them GG? What we should do is fucking let Westside play Justin and give me the fucking CPU because
No, we ain't doing
goddamn,
that.
this shit's awful.
Bro, the only thing we could do are these bottom two games. Look at the screen, bro.
Just give me the CPU. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Well, La Tech and Toledo played. So the only thing we could do, unless you want to get the CPU, is make La Tech and Toledo play again, or put Western Kentucky in this bottom game, and FIU in this game here, and then match up the two that we move out, or vice versa. That's the only thing we could do. Or
So
we could just give them
you
CPU.
essentially just be giving La Tech Westside.
So instead of it, so instead of it being American versus Mac, Sunbelt versus Mac, it'll be CUSA versus Mac, CUSA versus Mac, and then American versus Sunbelt.
Well, I would make it Westside versus Justin because Fred opened the season up the second
Where do
game
you see
against
Justin?
Ain't that what you're saying?
No, the bottom
Toledo.
games. Yeah, so basically in the bottom two games out, so Western Kentucky and FIU are on the very bottom of this list. So make the two USA teams, which is Western Kentucky and FIU, play against the two MAC teams, and then have Rice and La Tech play each other.
Sure.
Messing up. I'm not gonna do it unless people sign off on it, because Fred was the first one in there that said never do ChatGPT again. So I'd rather just give him CPU because I don't want to hear him complain later and say that like we didn't really do it randomized. I'd rather just give him CPU. So it's y'all call. Westside, you're in here too, so it's your call. Westside, do you want a CPU or do you want to play a user?
Well, he's not gonna say he's giving the CPU because it makes him seem like he's a hoe, but
I'll
I
take
would
the
just give
CPU.
him
If it comes down to me, I'm
CPU.
taking the CPU. So, but let
I
me know
agree.
so we can keep this moving. I'm just gonna give him
This is
CPU.
my last.
Bro.
Is this just the first two user games and I got CPUs or what?
Give me a second. I'm just gonna give him CPU, bro. Nah, Josh, I'm giving you a CPU so that way you know that we use ChatGPT live and you can't go in there and say no fuck shit, bro. Because that's what y'all was on, bro. Y'all was on that do it on the screen shit. So I did it on the screen. Your ass is getting the CPU, and your ass is going to Tallahassee too. Good luck. Woo, you fuck. All right. So now we're going to week 2 ski. Nah, Brandon, you got a game in week 2, bro.
A user?
Yeah. I mean, You don't want to play no users, bro?
Bro,
You
this
say
shit's
you
fucking
needed buys
bullshit
in
ass
3 and 4.
lagging ass TV, bro.
Well, do you not want to play in week 3 and week 4?
I don't want to play week 3 or week 4 because then I won't be at home. I won't even be here.
Because you only have 3 user games in conference. So if you only get 1 user out of conference, you only have 4 user games.
I mean, the 2 users out of conference are getting force wins. That's just what it is. Weeks. I don't know how Weeks just didn't blow me out right there. If Weeks you're in here, I think you might be smoking some weed tonight, brother.
So do you want to just play a tough
I don't
CPU then?
care if out of conference or not. I mean, I'm just worried about the conference game. So I gotta play users. I mean, it is what it is. Like I told you what's gonna happen though. Like I'm being dead ass serious. Like I know there's no shot for me to load up on lagging ass internet playing South Carolina. I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'm just gonna give you the force win. I'm just being honest with you. There's no reason for me to.
So do you want me to put it on CPU for this week?
What is it?
Week 2.
The week 2 or what?
This is week 2 for you.
Give me LSU. I think that was one of the things.
All right. Great.
Yeah, he had to have. I mean, the dude was throwing picks. I couldn't even get a meter to catch the pick. I was just letting my CPU catch the ball for me. He realized that
Good
I
job. Give me a high
couldn't
five.
move my players whenever he was running the ball, so he ran
Good
the
job.
ball late.
Go get mommy.
If he would have ran the ball the entire game, I probably would have lost.
Okay,
by
you
like
guys want to have a
20
sip?
points.
Okay, look at mommy. I love you.
Definitely shouldn't have even been a competitive game.
All right. I'm going to lower it, and then I'm going to press go.
Yeah, beat LSU. That's their goal.
All right. Week 2. South Carolina versus Utah State.
Is Utah State the very first team on the slide?
No, it's me every time. Oh, no, it's ECU. On this one, it's ECU. But it always puts South Carolina first
I've
for whatever
heard
reason.
fucking Utah State get named like 3 times first. It's
It's been me named 3 times first. I don't know why, because this thing doesn't know I'm South Carolina, so I don't know why it keeps naming me. But
it's whoever's at the top of the list.
it's ECU on the top of the list.
That I don't know what it's doing.
I don't know how it does it, but yeah. Kansas versus Delaware. Rutgers versus Rice.
I was thinking of Washington State, not Utah State.
Boise State versus Sam Houston. Texas State versus South Alabama. Washington State versus North Texas. SDSU Wyoming. Fresno State versus Ohio. Oregon State versus FIU. ECU versus Toledo. USF versus New Mexico. Memphis versus JMU. La Tech versus Air Force. Western Kentucky versus Eastern Michigan. Miami versus UNLV. Okay. Okay, so we got weeks 0, 1, and 2 complete. Now I need to do week 5 because I know I have week 5 on here as well. Fuck me, bro. I need a 4th game. Oh, no, I can only get 3 games. Never mind. All right, I'm going to do week 5. And then that should be all of them. Hold up, bro. I really hope I didn't fuck this up. 7, 6. Oh, I didn't. There's no way I did. All right. Lower this down. Press go. All right, it's back up. Week 5. ECU versus Oregon State. North Texas versus FIU. Tulsa versus Wyoming. Fresno State versus JMU. SDSU versus Miami. Texas State La Tech. Western Kentucky versus Ohio. Do I have protected with FAU? I don't know. I haven't checked, but these teams were all available. These teams were all available. But the rest, so Brandon, you can hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
So now do you want me to go in and
What do you?
do a random CPU for everybody? Or do you want me to just choose a random CPU for everyone?
I mean, it don't matter. It's just if you say do a random, it's probably just gonna make you do what it did last year because it just gave them their teams that were closest to them.
Well, let's try it again. And I need to add. What the hell? Okay, go back. Let me go back on Discord. God, no, I can't get a game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I'm missing a team. Oh, I'm missing JMU. And I'm missing Tulsa. Okay. Sterling said, I got 2 users so far. I wonder how many you play in conference too. Because you'll probably just get CPUs at that point. As long as everybody has 5 or 6, we should be good. Josh said you gave me a CPU already. Yeah, I mean you have 4 out of conference games, bro. So you'll have 2 and 2. Does that make sense? All right. Damn, some of y'all gonna be pissed the way it just populated. I'm not gonna hold you. Damn. East Carolina versus Alabama. Some of these are wonky as a bitch. I'm not gonna hold you. USF versus Wisconsin. Tulane versus Oklahoma State. North Texas versus Florida State. Memphis versus Auburn. Rice versus Indiana. Boise State versus Michigan. JMU, Arizona State. Texas State versus Louisville. Washington State versus Iowa. Utah State, Ole Miss. SDSU, Georgia Tech. Whoa. Fresno State, Nebraska. Oregon State versus TCU. South Alabama versus NC State. La Tech versus Tennessee. Delaware versus Missouri. Sam Houston versus Texas Tech. Western Kentucky versus Illinois. Toledo versus Oregon. FIU versus Clemson. Okay, Eastern Michigan plays against me, so I'm going to give him North Carolina instead of South Carolina. Just letting y'all know. North Carolina. Ohio versus Florida. Miami versus Baylor. Air Force versus LSU. Tulsa versus Arkansas. Wyoming versus Penn State. Rutgers versus USC. New Mexico versus Texas A&M. Why is Tulane not on here? Oh, you are. UNLV versus Miami. Kansas versus Georgia. Jesus. That's it, right? That should be it. So that should be everybody's schedules. And then for those of y'all who, for whatever reason, I missed a game, I'll give you like a mediocre Power 5. And when I say mediocre, it could be like a Boston College. So am I playing FSU or Clemson or both? You're gonna play Clemson. FSU, I was just messing around. You're gonna play Clemson. Yeah, you'll play Clemson. If you have another game that's unaccounted for, you'll play against a mediocre Power 5, whether it be like a Boston College or a damn Minnesota, Vanderbilt, like one of those type of teams, like a normal, like middle of the road Baylor, a middle of the road team that's not a super powerful team, but a tough enough CPU where you're not winning 80-0. So yeah. Do y'all have any questions before I get out of here? I've been on here for an hour at this point. Is there any questions? I'm going to build the schedule now, and then we'll be tomorrow night. We'll be at what's it called? Unless everybody finishes sooner than that, which I don't think is going to happen because people are slacking.
Okay. Wipe later. Wipe later.
Any questions, fellas? Did you say you're changing Rutgers CPU game? I missed it. No, I said I'm changing Eastern Michigan CPU game because he plays against me because it chose South Carolina as the Power 5. So he's going to play North Carolina instead. It doesn't make sense he can't play me, and I'm not going to choose a super hard team. You're already playing Clemson, so the next closest team is North Carolina. USC is in the Big Ten. Oh, that's actually a really good call. That's a really good call.
What do you say?
Rutgers and USC play on here, but he's in the Big Ten, so they can't play. I got you, Justin. So he'll play. What's the next closest team? Arizona. Matter of fact, I'll just say. I'll do both South Carolina and him because I'm doing what's it called too. Virginia Tech and Cincinnati. So there you go. Rutgers versus VT, EMU versus Cincinnati. I wish I played more users. Okay, perfect. Josh, I think you have an open game. Unless you have a lot game with FAU. Do you and Sterling want to play each other? Because both of y'all have been vocal about not playing users. So do y'all want me to match y'all up together? Or do y'all want me to just give y'all the 2 CPUs? Let me know. And don't feel like a hoe if you say I want CPU, because I ain't gonna judge you.
I ain't no judge here. I wouldn't even have said I wanted more users.
Westside and Sterling, can y'all please let me know? We already do week 0. Oh, okay, well, yeah. There's nothing we can do about it then. All right, well, that is going to wrap it up, fellas. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Yeah, we should be all good to go. Oh, I'm letting everybody know now, though. For whatever reason, if I screwed this up or if Chat GPT screwed this up and somebody only got 2 user games in total or 3 user games in total, I'm going to match you up with somebody. So just letting everybody know this now. This was 99% or 98% randomized. But for whatever reason, if I go input everything and I'm like, why the hell does Willie only have 3 user games? I'm letting you know now. I'm taking away the CPU game and I'm giving you to somebody else who only has 3 user games as well. Just letting everybody know that. So when we go in there and you're like, why do I play Franco? Well, it's because y'all both only had 3 user games, and then you have other people with 9. So I'm just letting people know that now. I'm gonna match people up if they both only have 2 or 3 user games, because there's no reason why people should be playing 9 to 10 CPU games if we don't have to have it that way. So let's go ahead and get ahead of that now. But I think anything over 5 and up user games, we should be fine. That's cool. But if you only got 3, I'm changing that shit, bro. So I'll wrap it up there. Tag me in the chat if y'all need any answers or if you have any questions or anything. I'll catch y'all in there.